Grace.
I am Pierce.
And this is Adjusting to the Curve.
I almost messed it up. That's what you Hey Grace, how you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I just we never get a chance to conversate back and forth. We have amazing guests, and we'll continue to have amazing guests, but I think we're in a unique position, us being both split tries. So can you kind of talk to me about your experiences being a split try and your experiences here at Logan in general?
Well, I think it's important to talk about what a split try is because not a lot of people know what it is. I had no idea what it was coming into this program, so when I had to split, it kind of caught me off guard, kind of threw me off. So I think I don't even know where to start, like just explaining it or explaining like my view with it. What do you think?
Go into tell me your view with it.
So I think split tries in some instances get kind of looked down upon in a way. I mean, not to sound harsh like that, but there really is a lot of times when you can't be part of the officers of certain clubs or officers of things at school or go and do certain things, like go on, which I had no idea, but going on like field trips with the school and things like that, you can't do that if you're a split try. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, just because being a split try does not define your leadership and how you view leadership, and kind of your role in leadership. So I know that there is a lot of things that you and I both could do that we can't do right now because we are split.
Yeah.
So
I also, like, one of the things that just blows my mind, I think somebody explained it to me, I think technically this is a 6-year program condensed into 3, and you're doing 10 tries. So this isn't this isn't an easy program by the slightest means. And you're in class all day, whether you're a split try or not, you're going to be in class. So like my schedule right now, it's like on a Monday I might have one class, right, at like 9:30, and then on a Tuesday it's like 2 classes in the morning and then a 3-hour gap, and then I have class the rest of the day after that. And so it's just like during those breaks, like I know you probably have some of those breaks, so during those breaks, how hard is it to try to focus on studying and do things that matter towards school as opposed to just chilling?
Really hard because, I mean, like, we all should know by now, I live an hour away, so I can't exactly just drive home and then come back like a lot of people can. It's also really hard because a lot of the quality time I had with my friends in try 1, I don't have that anymore because they moved up to the higher try. So now they're in class from like 7:30 to 4:30 every single day. And because I had to retake some classes, I do have those like 3-4 hour gaps, or I'll only come up here for an hour one day. So it's hard to fill that time, and if I'm here on campus, I'll see people I know or we'll start talking, and it's hard to really sit down, focus on studying for 2 hours, get up, go to a class, and then sit back down, study for 2 hours, go to another class. So it's hard to kind of adjust your schedule from going to being on campus all day long to being here for an hour, studying for 2 hours, being here for an hour, and then going home. It's hard to just keep that focus, and I don't know. I mean, you're completely right. Like, this program is so difficult, and it's hard whether you're a split try or not, and I really think that they need the same recognition and the same kind of respect in a way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and then you don't even have to be a split try just by force because of your grades. I mean, you can split a try if you have kids. You can split try just because you feel like it would better the course load, because once again, this is like, there's so much that goes on here. In regards to learning, you learn so much material in a day that by the end of the day, your brain's fried, no matter what.
100%.
And if you split a try, let's say I get all A's. We know that's not true, but let's say I get all A's, but I'm like, man, I'm tired. Like, I have no will to want to do anything else. That's why I do things like skip eating. That's why I do things like skipping the gym. That's why I do things like not getting enough sleep, because I'm so focused on, okay, I got to study for this because I got 6 exams tomorrow morning. How am I going to do that? As opposed to if you just split the try, you might have 2 exams in the morning, and you're able to study more. You're able to worry about your own mental health more. And so, like, speaking mental health, I think one of the best things for me being able to split the try. I mean, obviously, my grades weren't good enough to continue into doing the full try.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of the best things for me was having more time, because I was stressing out. I remember there was a point in time where me and my roommate, like, I didn't speak to him or anybody at school for, I think it was like 4 days. And I'm not like, I don't want to say I was depressed, because I hate saying like, oh yeah, I feel this way, but because I don't ever want to diminish how somebody else would feel. Like, I don't want to put myself in a position that other people actually go through. So I don't really know. I probably was, but it was just like, I have so much school and so many people depending on me to pass these classes. So I was just like, I'm done. I'm gonna have to go to the military. I'm gonna have to do all these things. But thank God I was able to get back into school. And well, I didn't even get out of school. I made it through the trimester. They said, hey, Pierce, you got split. And I said, dang, that sucks. I don't want to be like the split tries.
You just go with it, though.
Yeah.
See, and that's a thing, like, I know both of us really want to change, is having that, like, stigmatism around split tries. And actually, it's funny that you talk about, like, depression and anxiety and things like that, because whenever I got here and started getting into this course load, it, like, my anxiety skyrocketed to the point where, like, I went to a doctor. I talked to them about getting on medication and all of that jazz, and like at the time I was like, man, I never thought that I was going to be in this situation. And in the long run, I know that my course load here is going to pay off, because we're going to be doctors, and like that's ultimately what I want to do, is help my patients. But like just talking about anxiety, there's so much, like this could be like a 2-hour long conversation. But I was watching a video the other day, and it like really hit me. It just like hit home for some reason, because the lady was talking about how anxiety, when your body is under that much stress all the time, there's just so many things that can go wrong. And like your body doesn't know the difference between getting chased by a tiger and only having $5 in your bank account. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so right though, because you just don't realize how much stress you're under until you start like snapping at the people you love, or you're like sitting there and then you're just like crying for no reason. And I think that that's also a big thing that there's a huge stigmatism around in this program, is just that there's so much anxiety all the time, and like how do you deal with that? You just don't know where to start, because it's scary and not enough people talk about it. But luckily I've been going to the clinic and they've been helping me, so putting me on certain supplements to help my energy levels and my focus levels, and that's helped a lot. Being able to split, which is something I know we both probably did not want to do, but in the long run I know that it was an easier course load for me. Starting this podcast, getting involved, I mean, there's a lot of things. You do a lot of things in your free time too that I'm sure have helped you. You're a busy man.
I try to, but there's a lot of like resources just on campus. The ASCs, they are very, very great to talk to. You have the H&H Health Services, which can help you get into accommodations. And I think there's just so many resources we skip on at this school. But with that being said, guys, please take care of your mental health. There's so many things to learn about yourself just here in this program. A lot of people come in here with the straight A mindset, and that's a great mindset to have. At the same time, you have to worry about yourself and think about, do I love myself enough first before I care about these grades? Because without you, there's no grades.
Just focus on the patient at the end of the program.
Please do.
And we will make sure to try and put like the helpline numbers at the end. So if you think you are in that situation, call one of those numbers, visit your ASCs, talk to H&H. There's so many resources. So, and you can always reach out to us too. We'll get you to the right
We'll
people.
talk to you. And if you need help navigating, I've talked to a bunch of people just because I just like talking. So I can get you somewhere. For sure. With that being said, this is Adjusting to the Curve. We appreciate y'all. Hope y'all love the episodes. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.